Today we are going to be making a set of lamps. Well, I say today, but it's probably going to take us a course of a few weeks. I do work from a shared space, so I think things take a little longer. But nonetheless, we are making some lamps, and I'm excited. So originally, I woke up one day and I had this hyper fixation on light and ceramics. That's what happened to me. I wake up and I'm like, oh my gosh, this thing is just on my mind, and I just originally I wanted to make a pendant, but it had a higher barrier of entrance, meaning the fact that you have to set it up on the ceiling, and I actually have no actual pendant setups already that I could test. So I was like, okay, that's gonna have to wait. But then I was like, you know what's closer to the ground? Lamps. So we're going to be making a lamp. I have a design in mind. I'm excited to see how it turns out, how it might come together. So let's get to the drawing board and let's see what we're going to be making. Okay, so I have a few kind of rough sketches that I made some time back of a few of the shapes that I want to make. Here's one side and here's another side. I literally was by the wheel. You can see the clay on it. I feel like this shape is gonna be super hard if I were to try this shape. This shape could be doable, and I think I'm getting closer to this shape. And I think let's make one more sketch. I've made a few sketches as well, different pieces I want to make, but let's just make another one. What's this? I'm kind of wanting a double circle. That's another shape that I'm wanting, is a double circle. I don't know. Okay, ignore that. Long neck. Maybe not that long. And I want a circle lampshade, but I'm finding that I'm not seeing them anywhere. Sorry, this is a fucked up story. Sorry for my cousin. But I don't know if I like this. I look online and I don't see them, so it's looking like this may be a whole project in itself. This may be something that I have to make, and I'm like, it's gonna make it a little bit more stressful. The cylinder lampshade, I think it'll be easy to find. But I like this idea of curves and curves and curves. I don't know why, I'm just liking that. So I'm thinking of what I can do with this, how to make this, I don't know. To make this. I have no clue. Right now, I'm thinking maybe, I don't want it to be paper mache or anything like that because I want it to be durable. I'm thinking, should I mess around with some fabrics to make it and see what I can find? I'm thinking maybe a bunch of seals, a bunch of fabrics, something. Not sure about this. I'm wondering, do I want to make, since it's going to be a set, do I want to make them sisters? I don't know. Sisters or cousins? Not sure. Do I want to make similar forms but different? Maybe one could be the circle, one could be this, or make this one long one and make them triplets and have two circlers, have this one long, and they can be in a family. I'm not sure about that. I'm also thinking about what I want to do for the height. Not sure. I think maybe I want to keep it between it could be a cute small little thing. I don't know. 1 inches to 25 inches. That's kind of some things we're thinking about as well. I have an idea of colors I want to do. I have an obsession with a certain group of glazes. So just know, here's the lamp set, or the lighting kits. I have 2 of them. I bought them off of Amazon. I'll link them in the bio or in the description. So let's take a look at this. I'm gonna need these. I'm gonna open one right now. Oh no, I'm ripping it. I'm ripping the instruction manuals. Oh no. I guess I have a second one. So here are all the pieces. If you can see, do you see this color? This is so pretty to me, and this matches the aesthetic of the glazes that I like to do a lot. So I'm very excited that I found this. I'm nervous of putting them together, but luckily, actually at the studio that I'm working at, somebody just gave a tutorial about how to set up these lighting things, so I'm excited to try that. But I just think it'll be so gorgeous. I think about it a lot. So we'll see how this goes. These are the pieces. I think I'm gonna have to make, this is kind of small. So I guess I'm gonna have to make the top or the neck kind of similar to this size, the size of these little ringlet things here. This is kind of small. I'm kind of getting a little nervous. I'm not sure though, because from the thickness I want the lamp and the size that I want the neck, and I'm wondering how hard it will be to get it this narrow with the amount of clay that I'm using. I'm kind of nervous about this, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. We'll figure something out. But that's what we have in mind. This is what we're thinking of. This is the drawing board. Lord. This part is making me nervous. How do I make this Question mark, question mark, question mark, question mark. How am I gonna make this circle lampshade? Let's go figure this out. I don't know. Let's just look. Let's hope for the best. How do you guys think it's gonna be? Leave it in the comments section. We'll figure it out. So pretty much that's the gist of everything. Now that we have things set up, let's start off by making the base of our lamps. I feel like once we get the base done, everything else will kind of like come together. I feel like I can wait a little bit longer for the pendant, or not pendant, I can wait a bit longer for like the lamp shade and figure that out. But as long as I have the base put together and set up, I think we'll be in a good place. So let's go make our base.
Well, the throwing process is pretty straightforward. I had a shape in mind and I kind of set out to make it. One thing I will say though, I'm pretty sure I used way too much clay. I actually threw this a while back. I feel like if I threw this today, I would have used maybe like half the clay to get the same results. But the more you know, the more you learn. So fun fact, I really enjoy making spheres, or more so like enclosed curved shapes. It's just so satisfying to me, especially like when you get that top enclosed and then like you can use the air to help shape the body. So like let's say it's looking a little bit like flat at the top or something like that, you can kind of like use that air inside the enclosed space to kind of move the clay around, and I really enjoy that. I didn't get the neck as long as I wanted to make it, but it's all right. I just more so focused on getting that thing enclosed, and I needed to make, as I mentioned before, like the circular entrance there, I need to make it as like small as that little nut or whatever it is that be on top of it. I just make it smaller than that. I feel like next time around I do want to make a really long neck. I'll keep all of those things in mind when I'm throwing. So I use my metal scraper a lot because I'm often making a curved body shape. I love curves, and I feel like the metal scraper, you can like form a curve and like just subside the walls into it, and the walls will just kind of conform to the shape that you're making. So I really like the scraper for that, and for some reason I just love using the scraper. It's one of my favorite tools to use. The second lamp body, I really wanted the base to be more narrow, but I let it get too wide. But I feel like I'm alright with the shape and how it's going to come out. And like I said, I threw these pieces like a while back. I feel like if I threw them again today with like what I had in mind, I'd be able to get a more accurate result. But I'm still happy with what I got, and it's all a learning experience.
Okay, they're still not dry all the way that I would like them to be. Maybe I kind of just want to trim them anyway. I don't know.
I feel like one of the best parts about throwing such a curved shape like this is really being able to go in there in the trimming section and get that shape so defined, so curvaceous and bodylicious. I love it. I trim a lot, like I mentioned before. I'm pretty sure I use way too much clay, so I trimmed a lot to get that weight down.
Very skin. Very what? I feel like skin. Yeah. Alright guys, let's do the thing. It's demo. Alright. It's demo time.
So this is my signature pattern / texture that I add to all my pieces. I really enjoy doing this texture because I feel like every outcome on each piece like has its own charm and tells its own story, and I feel like every stroke has its own meaning. So I really enjoy doing this, and I love the way it comes out after it's glazed. So because of the texture that I put on most of my pieces, I often have to spray glaze versus doing the dunk method, because if I do the dunk method and I just kind of dip my piece into the glaze, all that texture kind of gets covered up and it doesn't pop as much. So with the spray machine, I'm able to have more control on the thickness of the application of glaze that I put on each piece. So that's the method I usually take. It takes a bit longer because like you have to clean up the machine and you have to set it up, but I just love the outcome and it's worth it to me every time. I'll even do it even if I don't have the texture on the piece, because I like to use a brown clay that has like a manganese in it, so it has speckles, and I love that speckle. And when I use this method, like you can see that speckle through the glaze, and I think it's just so pretty. One thing to note about using this spray glaze method though is that a lot of the particles and things inside glaze are not good for you to be ingesting and inhaling. Sometimes it's really not even good for you to be touching with your skin, so you should wear a mask when doing this. Like sometimes even if I'm doubled up, I need to get a better mask to do this, because since I spray glaze a lot. But even if I like double up with like a cotton mask, I can still feel it sometimes in my chest. So I'm like, yeah, that's not good. I think I'm gonna get like a real proper mask to wear. So yeah, just to keep that in mind. But we're done with glazing. Time to fire and assemble. So these are the results after it's been glazed, fired. I'm so happy with how the color turned out. I really like the circular one the best. I'm just very happy with how it turned out. And like I said, I think I mentioned before, I just knew it was gonna match like the gear and the cord for the lamp. So I was just so excited to see it. I'm so happy it turned out this way. It's time to assemble this lamp. I've never put together a lamp before, but we gonna make some, shake some. It's trial and error. It's all trial and error, okay? So I think it's gonna be fun. Also, for this iteration of lamp building, we're gonna have to bypass that lampshade for now. Like when I'm doing a project, I'm trying my best to like see things through now. So like I'm trying to get my MVP together, and I feel like thinking about the lampshade was like hindering me from moving forward with the whole project itself. Like I was procrastinating a bit to even make the lamp pieces, because I was like, oh my gosh, it's gonna take me so long to make the lampshade. So I made the executive decision that, Nicole, you're gonna make the lamp bodies, and if you can't make that lampshade, so be it. And yeah, so be it. It was, the lampshade is not here. I am still going to think about how I want to make it. I know what I want it to look like, but it's a matter of making it, and it's a whole project in itself. But for now, I just really want to put these lamps together. I feel like I can get any old lampshade and put it on, and when they're designated destined lampshades are made, they will be placed on top of their lamp, and I will show you all. But it's not gonna be in this video. T.
It's right here. I gotta get out the thing. Yay. I need this drink. no clue what this does. Oh. Oh, I need a light bulb. Where does this go? I don't. Oh, these went here. Oh, whoopsie daisy. I don't know. Okay, I think we'll call it a day for now. This is iteration 1. I feel like this making the lampshade is gonna be a whole nother task in itself. But here's the first iteration. We've managed to come out with 1. We wanted a set of 2, but unfortunately the nipple for this one just will not fit, and I checked. Even when I sprayed the glaze before I fired the glaze, I was like, I made sure it could fit in there, so I guess just the glaze thickness just increased more than I thought it would. But it's okay. Another thing too, I need to secure this. I have the option to glue it down, but I kind of don't want to glue it down because what if I want to change it later? But from what I've seen of selling these, you get 2 sets of nuts and these washers. But I only have 1 set of the washer in this particular thing. But when I've seen other videos of like lamps being assembled, there are 2 sets of this. And I feel like that's what would have helped solidify this and made it less wobbly, because if I let the string go, it's kind of wobbly. Another option could be trying to find something to stabilize it down here. But I don't know. I think it's cute though, and I think the disproportionate size and having a disproportionate lampshade would be nice in itself as well. I'm so happy with this size and shape, and I can't believe it turns on. You can't see it now, but it turns on. I am officially static shock mode. Call me Nikolai Tesla. I have electricity in me now, but I'm happy we got this done. I'm gonna try a few things with this one. I'm going to try to get a soldering iron. I don't know where we're gonna go with that, but I'm gonna try to see if I can move that glaze a little bit. I don't know how hot it can get and if it will be hot enough to move the glaze, but I'll try to see if I can get this to fit. And if not, I'll try to get a skinnier a lampshade with a skinnier nipple. But that's it for today. We'll be back when we try to figure out these lampshades. But yeah, thanks for watching. Houston, we have success. One lamp.